you think it's okay for anyone in their 20s, an adult, to marry a 15 or 16-year-old?
A 21-year-old, if there was a marriage where the father consented and the daughter consented, and it was both good on both families and they wanted to do it, why am I going to get involved? Why should we get the government involved?
Oh my God. So recently, the online landscape has been absolutely disturbed by a recent controversy involving two prominent figures, Sneako and moistcritikal. The fallout from their interactions has led to significant repercussions, particularly for moistcritikal's team. So stick around till the end of the video because this drama is about to get f***ing wild. In a surprising announcement recently, moistcritikal revealed that Charlie, a key member of their podcast, Red Thread, has made a difficult decision to step away for the time being. This departure comes as a shock to fans and followers that like Charlie, because this podcast has been a big part of moistcritikal's career, so it may leave a large impact on his following base. Although some recent news we have is that Charlie concluded that he just wanted to step away from the internet for a little while and try his hardest to get away from the drama that he's going through. It's understandable after the Charlie and Sneako situation that he just went through.
It turns out the patient zero behind all of this was a post Jackson made announcing that I would be leaving the podcasts, which is something I thought about periodically for quite a few months now, mainly because I started to recognize that I was becoming the very thing I'd make fun of with being chronically online. Like, I just was always online, and the podcasts were a big proponent of that, and I just kind of wanted to scale back the amount of time I spend online, so...
It was almost like Charlie was in an interrogation room where Sneako kept on asking him questions constantly. The recent wave of directed hate at both Charlie and Sneako has undoubtedly played a role in this decision. This decision proves that online toxicity can have a large impact on individuals. I can still understand that Charlie wants to get as far away as he can from the drama before shit gets worse. At the heart of this controversy, it's a heated debate between Sneako and Charlie. During this exchange, Sneako brought up the highly controversial issue of whether transgender individuals under the age of 18 should be allowed to undergo surgical procedures. It's important to note that Charlie attempted to explain his stance, suggesting that Sneako might have been exaggerating the point for a dramatic effect. However, this clarification did little to put an end to this online outrage. When Charlie said that it was okay for children under the age of 18 years old to swap genders, it almost seemed like half of his fan base started to retaliate against him.
Do you believe that somebody can go through hormone therapy? Can they change their gender if they're a child?
I think that's totally fine as long as everyone is consenting, as you agree with.
Okay, so as long as everyone...
If your parents are okay with it and you are okay with it, I think that's totally a familial decision to make, yeah.
Okay, so a child can cut their penis off and take hormone blockers and change their biology forever, but they can't get married?
Oh, that's a decision that now extends beyond the family, because now you're bringing in a different party. So if you have someone that's your age coming in saying, I want to marry that child, I don't think that can happen under any circumstance.
I absolutely do not think it's okay for children to undergo hormone therapy without a parent's consent, especially when they're younger. Once you're 18 or even older, go ahead and do whatever the f you want with your body. It's your body and you're capable of making your own decisions at that point, so you do you. What's even more perplexing is the disproportionate amount of hate directed at Charlie compared to Sneako. Despite Sneako making equally controversial claims, including his stance on lowering the age of consent, the majority of the backlash seemed to have fallen on moistcritikal and their team. It's kind of understandable, but I don't want to get too far into my opinion on this one, although I can't conclude that both sides have some weird-ass claims that my brain just cannot understand right now. I think Charlie and Sneako are two very interesting people that should just not express their opinions on the internet because somebody is going to make a big deal out of it. This incident underscores how easy it is to get caught up in serious issues that may affect you in the long run. It seemed to me as if Charlie was trying to answer every question without trying to offend his audience. It's understandable, while on the other hand, Sneako just kept on asking questions and honestly did not give a who cared and who was watching. I read through some of the comments on the podcast and some of y'all were like, y'all gotta chill, holy shit. While the team has expressed hope for the potential replacement, the loss of such a significant member will undoubtedly leave a large amount of damage to the team. Hence the fact Charlie alone is known by a large percentage of people on this platform. He usually likes to cover drama topics and talk about others. As for Sneako, the controversy surrounding his comments continues to generate discussion and debate. Lowering the age of consent is its own situation that I don't really want to talk about in this video. Hence we all have our own opinions, and I do not want hate towards anybody on this channel.
About your personal beliefs, do you think someone in their 20s should be able to marry a 15 or 16-year-old?
To someone in their 20s should be, I mean, I personally wouldn't do it. I don't know many people who would do it. the maturity for people and the teenagers in the West is getting much worse. But there are
We're talking globally. Let's just talk globally. Like, do you think it is okay for, and I'm not talking about just you specifically anymore, anyone, do you think it's okay for anyone in their 20s, an adult, to marry a 15 or 16-year-old?
A 21-year-old, if there was a marriage where the father consented and the daughter consented, and it was both good on both families and they wanted to do it, why am I going to get involved? Why should we get the government involved?
Well,
Why would I tell them if everybody's consenting, if everybody's okay with it, if the parents are okay with it, if nobody's being harmed, if it's going to be okay, if they're both abiding by the rules and they're not hurting each other, why not?
But they're still, like, they're at best a sophomore in high school.
What? This video is only being shared with you guys because of the large controversy spread from the original live stream with Charlie and Sneako. This is only an informative video, so no hate. So at the end of the day, I do think that Charlie's take was kind of out of the blue and strange at the same time. I absolutely do not think children should be allowed to just change their genders at such a young age. Deciding that you want to go through hormone therapy at a young age, I guess it's fine, but please wait until you're older. I say this because your brain isn't fully developed till your mid to late 20s. So if you're 13, 14, or even maybe 15 years old, I would just say wait until you're older and talk to somebody about it as much as you can while you're younger. Then go ahead and make your decision when you're older. And then talking about the age of consent issue, we're not even going to talk about that. Only time will tell how this controversy will unfold and what lasting impact it'll have on the careers of both moistcritikal and Sneako. However, it is clear this incident has sparked a much needed conversation about online harassment. Thanks for watching, guys. I am not picking sides in this video, so please take away that this is a very serious situation to talk about. I've been trying to get to 1,000 subscribers recently, so it would mean the world to me if you guys could just subscribe. You guys can always unsubscribe, so why not? Anyways, thanks for watching. I love y'all, and peace.